Y'all just seen last episode was pretty wild, bro. We're going for 750K in funding. We're going to get it. And we're getting closer to get it. You know why? Because we made almost 2K today. And we need about 2,800 now to pass. We made a total of $1,887.50, which leaves us a total of $2,888.60 left to pass this challenge before the end of the new year. So let's look at the play and see what happened. So this is off the 1 minute time frame. I'm not trying to make this no confusing for you guys. If you're a trader, you know. But because I tried to do it on a high time frame, it don't look that good on a high time frame. Alright, first things first. High time frame. Well, it's not really that confusing. I don't know why I just said that. So if you're looking at the high time frame, this is the resistance level for me. As you see, there's rejection, but each zone has touched this zone is very respected. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 times very respected resistance. So that's where I have it as a pivot. Then as you can see, we also have a trend line. As you can see, it is respected. As you can see, look at it, respected. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we got our lines that we have marked up. Now into the 15-minute time frame. Now looking at this, overall, the market likes to make higher highs, higher lows consistently. So down, so lower high. Broke this structure. Now I really had this structure as a breaker structure, but it obviously did go over it. But right here, it rejected from it. So to me, we were still in a bearish trend. Let me go to the 5-minute time frame. As you can see, this structure, I did get in on a buy first. I did. So that's why I came up 1,800 instead of 2,000. Because once it broke this structure, I was looking for a retest to go back up. And your boy lost some money. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wasn't too fond of it. I was like, dog, I'm so close to beating this challenge. Oh my gosh. So I ended up getting on a sell. So obviously, I was like, okay, this is a solid trend line. Let's get a break of structure. So as we are, and there was no news coming, by the way, too. So as this broke structure, I couldn't really tell because I was on a 1 minute. I wasn't even on a 2. Once I said it breaks this trend line, which now you can see more clearly off the 1 minute because this is a scalping strategy. I looked and I observed some things before I got in. I need about, I like to have about 4 to 5 confluences. Confluences is when things add up together and it makes sense. So I like to have 4 to 5 things to add up together and it makes sense for a good trade. So the first thing was we still was in a bearish trend, but I seen that there was a rejection right here at the zone, which was the pivot. But also there was a reversal pattern, a technical analysis pattern. We had an M shape, which is also a reversal. So usually you have your W's, but this one was an M. Boom, boom. So once I seen that, I was like, okay, rejection from the resistance. We got an M for reversal. What is another confirmation? So as I seen right here, on 1 minute, the bearish bar did try to break the trend line. And I was looking, I was like, okay, Brody's about to break. He's going to break down. I know he is. So once I seen a rejection come up, I did see this green bar, which had me a little tempted because I'm like, okay, we do have a mini support. But as I seen this bar come up and reject and come to this play right here, once I know it passed up this buyer's wick right here, I'm looking in for a sell. So that's why I got in for my contract set right here. And I'm always risking 5 points. They said the average scalper does risk about 5 points. So as I'm looking for a 1-2. So I'm looking to play to the zone. The trend line ended right here, which would have been about 5 points. But I was looking for a long-term play. I really wanted to get about 10 points. I always try to go for 1 and 2, but I know the support was right here in this area. So I did have my take profit around in this area. As the market was going, we did have a rejection. And we feel the bears are in control. This bar is bigger than this bar, and this bar, this bar, and this bar. This bar has a lot of power to it. So we're looking for a move. Usually there is a 3-bar push move. On this case right here, it was a 2-bar push move. So boom, as we get in, we play down, reject. This thing fell down a total of 13 points. 13 and a half points. Pretty much almost what, 14 points. But we got in for about 10 points. We took over and got our profits back together, and we came up $1,800, almost 2K. So I do feel good right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I feel great, and I'm excited, bro. Like, 750K of funding. It's crazy. I would Top Step let me have more accounts. That'd be so dope to have. Like, to have more than one, like more than 5, and get over $1 million of funding. I know you can do it on, like, if you trade off Tradeovate. I use Top Step X because I like their interface better. But I should have realized that I could have traded off TradingView off of Top Step. Off of Tradeovate. Wasn't thinking about that, and your boy could have probably went for more funding. But I'm cool with 750K because I originally was going to have 4. So the fact that I'm gonna have 750, I'm beyond grateful for. Thank you guys for the opportunity. And this has been a journey, guys. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, it all looks good now because on social media, but you gotta think about the stuff behind the camera, like the stuff that I've been through. Like, I've been going through a lot, bro. Like, I have blown so much money in my bank account. If I could tell you guys how many challenges I have bought in the past, you would be like, bro, what? Like, what? Dog, I have bought over 50 accounts within this year. Over 50. That's over 8 grand. And that's not including when I was trading Forex earlier. So I definitely spent over 10 grand this year on prop firms. Because I feel like I was at that corner step in my life, and I was way past it. And my life, you know, because every year, bro, you be like, this is my year. Or I'm gonna stop doing this. I'm gonna stop doing this. And things just happen. Life just be happening because you don't have self-control over yourself. And I didn't realize how weak I was, like, mentally. And the more I got into my Bible, and the more I started realizing that, like, the heart and heart part, and having self-love for yourself, like me doing yoga, like having self-love for yourself. And we are always putting ourselves in our own scenarios, which hurts us. And our brains always want to avoid the word pain, and we will create these fake scenarios in our head that makes us feel good. And that's why we always lie and stuff like that to make us feel good, instead of just being in reality and just sitting there and being and just accepting the fate of what just happened. And all you can do is move forward. And at this point, I am learning that I have to accept my fate of the things I've been doing over and over again that have been setting me apart and setting me behind in my life. Like, I'm 24, like, there was points and I had stages in my life to where I was comparing myself to other traders I see that is in their 20s making a lot of money. And then I had a point in my phase where I had that ego moment where you just feel like you're better than everybody because you have an ultimate glitch. And then I had a point where I had greed. I kept wanting to make more money and stuff. I haven't just been satisfied with 2-3K a day, or 1,000 a day, or even 500 a day. Like, passing this account, 750K, I'm cool making $500 a day. That's $2,500 a day. Let's be real. Nobody that we know right now could press a click of a button and make $1,000 or $500 in less than an hour, or 30 minutes, or in a day. Like, with the press of a button, it's based off of knowledge and stuff that you learn, a personal skill. So I've been going through a lot. I'm learning how to get the overflow that God gives me, but I gotta have limitations and I gotta have boundaries in my life to continue to keep getting that. I can't forget that. You know, you are the average of the 5 people you hang around. If you seen my last video, like, I'm hanging around with guys that four or five of us is traders. We're just not like new traders, so like we know the lingos. Like, I got guys that trade options, and then a few of us that trade futures. Talking about theta, gamma, delta, and we talking about futures and contracts. Like, we going deep into the conversation, and we talking about business because some of us got businesses, and it's so cool that LLCs, like, it is so cool to have that, bro. Having people like that level, they keep leveling you up. And another thing, like, I know I'm talking, but I'm just being real because I'm just trying to be honest with you guys. Like, a lot of people in our city will be like, I hate my city. And sometimes it could be the worst cities. Like, where I live in Kentucky, like, I always said, like, I hate this city. For one, it's nothing to do. And you probably say the same thing, but there's another side to your life that you really don't understand when you get around the right people. Like, the fact that I met these group of people, we all trade, we on the phone every day, we get closer, become real friends, and having a real brotherhood or whatever. And We can go out and go golfing. You know, like talk about stuff. We can go out to eat. We can do this. We can do that. Everybody's on the same lingo. Like that's crazy and that's amazing. Like, and it feels good. People have connections because they're in business, and you meet people, and you go do certain things in your life that you haven't got to done or experience certain things, and it's like that's amazing. That's dope. And you would not want to leave that life because it's something that you're drawn to, something that you love. When you have many of yous and you're the smaller fish in your pond, you're not the big fish in your pond, and everybody's telling each other, motivate each other. Like that's amazing. That's the type of people you need to be around, especially in this type of craft or professional field that you're in. But yeah, guys. So this is a trade. I need, what was it? I think $2,800, and yeah, $2,888.60. And let's see if we can pass this, man. So today's Thursday. We're gonna see tomorrow if we can get it. If we don't, we don't. You know, I'm gonna tell you what the market gives me. I'm not gonna force anything into the market. But yeah, man. So I'll see you guys on the next video. I'm excited. 750K is actually crazy. Like I think you got a lot. I appreciate it. So we're gonna keep moving, guys. We're gonna keep pushing up. Let's go. Let's go. That's all I can say. Let's go.